Hello and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed therapist and certified sex therapist. Today, I wanted to talk to you about those steps that you can take when you want to express your kink to your partners. And I know this can be so scary. It can be really intimidating. We can feel trapped into thinking and asking ourselves, am I normal? But I want to push back on that and ask you instead, what is normal? Normal has historically been defined through purity culture, toxic masculinity, and sex negativity. So when you're looking at that, do you really want to call yourself normal? We all have kinks that range from socially acceptable, anal sex, blindfolding, to less socially acceptable. Stuff like masochism or sadism. We can't help that some are more socially acceptable than others. But what we can do is not judge anyone or think that one kink is healthier than another one. Arousal is dynamic, and our desires can and most likely will change over time. So when it comes to talking to your loved ones about your kink, here are 4 steps to consider. But first, a special note from me, your local sex therapist. If you feel the need to open up and express your kinks due to societal pressure, don't. All of this is private to you, and no one gets access until you want them to. Okay, now on to the steps. The first step that I want all of us to go through is trying to understand your desires. Understanding the why and where they come from. Understanding the why behind your kinks. Start asking yourself these questions. Grab a journal, grab your phone, and start thinking about, where do you think this desire came from? Can you pinpoint the origin? Why is this kink arousing for you? What does this kink give you? What have you done so far to explore it? Do you feel any shame or uncertainty? If so, what have you done to explore those feelings? Have you already tried this in the past already? Have you looked at any sort of ethical porn or erotica? If so, what was all of that like for you? Ethical porn is a great option at this time for us to explore these fantasies and see if we want to take them from a fantasy to a reality. Also at this time, a sex therapist or kink-friendly book or podcast would be a great place to start. All right, step 2, start slow. Bring up the overall topic of sex more in your relationship. I think a great place to begin with this step is just understanding that we need, as a society, to talk about sex more. None of us truly learned what pleasure was for ourselves. Mention to your partner or partners how important intimacy is with you and how you want to sit down and explore this so that you all can grow together. That means talking about sex more and what it means to you. What turns you on and what turns you off? What turns your partner on? What turns your partner off? What are some of your favorite parts of sex? What are some of your favorite past sexual encounters? This is a great way of getting your partner more open to topics outside of just vanilla sex. And remember, vanilla sex is awesome, but we're talking about kinky sex here. What is your partner open to trying that you've never done before? This is a great opportunity to bring in games like intimacy questions. There are apps like Spicer out there, or the Gottman couples questions. Go to Amazon and type in couples intimacy questions. Anything out there to just help facilitate a dialogue. Set aside multiple sessions, times for conversations over the next couple weeks, because this is not going to get solved in one conversation. Once there's a comfort there, you can move on to step 3. Step 3, take the risk. Due to sex negativity in our society, talking about kinks will always be risky. But if you feel comfortable and confident, take the plunge. This is always going to be the scariest part, and I get it. Vulnerability, vulnerability is tough. It's extremely courageous for you to do this. And if you can confirm that your partner is not going to shame you, mock you, or judge you in any way, then I say go for it. Remember, this is something important to you. Your sexuality is not confined into a box. Can't believe I just did that, but I'm going to do it again. It's not confined into a box, right? So this is a pretty essential step. Finally, step 4, circle back. If there is pushback, reframe the conversation. If there's no pushback, then you can skip to the end of this video because there you go. You're on your way to enjoying that kink together. But back to step 4. Take some deep breaths. The door is open, and that does not mean that the flood is going to start and all of this is going to be ruined. This is an ongoing conversation between you and your partner. If your partner is overwhelmed, give them permission to be. Talk to them about your journey and how intense it was for you. If they are hesitant, let them know that this is not all or nothing. For instance, if I am into urophilia, which is essentially golden showers, and my partner is freaked out about that, maybe we can start slow. Maybe I can just watch my partner go to the bathroom. If I want to be tied up and spanked with a paddle, maybe we just start with light spanking and watching some porn or erotica around the topic. You are hopefully going to be in a relationship for a long time, so this does not have to be solved and engaged with immediately. What is that saying? Slow and steady wins the race. That couldn't be more true with kink. And that's all I got for you, those 4 steps. So thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I will do my best to put it out there. Until next time.